Next question is, ABCD is a parallelogram. P and Q are the midpoints of side BC and CD. Let ABCD is a parallelogram and P and Q are midpoint of BC side. P and Q are midpoint of side BC. This is midpoint and this is midpoint Q. If the area of ABC is 12, then what is the area of APQ? We have to find area of triangle APQ. Okay. Area of a triangle ABC is 12 centimeter square. This implies area of ABCD is 2 into 12, that is 24 centimeter square, right? And by previous result we know that area of triangle APQ is 3 by 8 of area of ABCD, that is equal to 3 by 8 into area of ABCD is finally 24 centimeter. So 24, that is 28, 3 is 24, 3 into 3, that means 9 centimeter square is the area. That means C part is our answer. Again, see, there is a rhombus. Perimeter of a rhombus is 60 centimeter. Let ABCD is a rhombus and perimeter A are sides. 4A is given to 60, perimeter 60. This implies A is equal to 60 by 4. That means 15 centimeter. A is finally 15. And one of its diagonal is 24 centimeter. Let AC is 24. So draw BD meeting at O. So AO is 24 by 2. That means 12 centimeter. Right? A is 15. AO is 12. This is 90. Using Pythagoras in triangle AOD, OD is 9 by 15 square. OD is equal to 15 square minus 12 square under the root. The area of rhombus is, so area of rhombus ABCD is 1 by 2 of diagonal 1, that is 24, into diagonal 2, 9, and again 9, that is 18. So 12, 9, 24 into 9, that is 216 centimeter square is the final area of rhombus ABCD, right? See, next example is ABCD is a parallelogram in which diagonal AC and BD intersect at O. Let ABCD be a parallelogram and diagonal AC and BD intersect at O, right? If E, F, G, H are midpoints of AO, AO का midpoint है E, F is the midpoint of DO, this is F, G is the midpoint of CO, and H is the midpoint of BO. The ratio of perimeter of quadrilateral EFGH, EFGH, perimeter ratio of perimeter of quadrilateral EFGH ratio the perimeter of parallelogram ABCD, right? Because EFGH are midpoints, so by midpoint theorem, EH is AB by 2 and GH is BC by 2 and FG is CD by 2, right? If it is L, it is B, then it is L by 2, it is B by 2, similarly it is L by 2, it is B by 2, because parallel sides are equal. perimeter of EFGH ratio, perimeter of ABCD, that is twice of L by 2 plus B by 2 ratio twice of L plus B. So taking 2 common, so 2 by 2, it is L plus B ratio twice of L plus B. 2 cancel, LB cancel, it is 1 ratio 2. That means C part is our correct answer. ABCD is a rhombus in which C is 60 degree. What is AC ratio BD? Okay. Draw the rhombus ABCD and diagonals meet at O at right angle. Angle C is 60. It means this is 30 and this is 30. Sorry, because in rhombus diagonals are angle bisector. This is 90, so this is 60. What is AC ratio BD? Please remember this triangle. If this is 30 angle, this is 90. So in front of 30 it is X. In triangle ABCB is 90, it is 30, then it is given to us 60. In front of 30 it is X, it is root 3X, then in front of 90 it is 2X. We discuss it in height and distance. Or by sine rule we can find it also. If this is 2X, then this is X, because this is also 60. This is root 3X. So AC ratio BD is again equal to OC ratio OB. That means root 3X ratio X. Cancel out. Under root 3, 1, A part is our answer. This angle whole is 60. This angle whole is 60. Please maintain it. Let's see. Now, let us take another example. ABCD is a parallelogram. PQRS are the points on side AB, BC, CD respectively given below, such that AP barabar DR. AP is equal to DR. If the area of parallelogram ABCD is 20, then area of quadrilateral PQRS. Area of APRD plus area of PRCB is equal to area of ABCD, right? Area of first quadrilateral APRD and PRCB, that is given to us 20. Now, twice of area of a triangle SRP, twice of area of triangle SRP, that is equal to area of APRD, plus twice of area of triangle RQP, it is area of PCRB, because we know that in any parallelogram, a triangle with base one side and top vertex at other side, that triangle has half area than parallelogram itself. That is equal to 20. So, twice of area of triangle SRP plus area of triangle RQP is 20. See this, it is the area of PQRS, that is equal to 20 by 2, 10 centimeter square. It is the half of area of ABCD. Got it? The main point was, in any parallelogram, if any side smaller or larger parallel is the base of triangle, and third vertex is at parallel side CD. Then area of ABCD. This formula was used mainly. Now another example is in a quadrilateral ABCD with unequal sides, the diagonals AC and BD intersect at right angles. Sides are unequal. Take any quadrilateral A, B, C, D, but diagonals intersect at right angle. At O, this is right angle. It is given to us. So which of the following is true? We have to answer. From this triangle AOD, this is 90, means this is hypotenuse AD. So AD square is equal to OA square plus OD square by Pythagoras. We can write it, right? Number 1. Again from this triangle AOB, can I write AB square is equal to OB square plus OA square? Write it number 2. Then from this triangle BOC, again it is 90 O. So BC square is equal to OB square plus OC square, it is number 3. And lastly from last triangle DOC, CD square is equal to OC square plus OD square, number 4. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 implies AD square plus AB square plus BC square plus CD square is equal to first one is OA square plus OD square plus OB square plus OA square plus OB square plus OC square plus OC square plus OD square. AD square plus AB square plus BC square plus CD is equal to, take OA square plus OD square and OA square plus OD square. It is OD square. It is twice of OA square plus OD square. And from these two, it is plus twice of OA square plus OB square. Again it is equal to OAOD. It is twice of AD square plus twice of OAOB. OAOB is twice of AB square. This implies send AD to right side, send AB to right side. This becomes BC square plus CD square is equal to 1 AD. When goes to right hand side, it is twice of AD and minus AD. This is AD square plus single AB square plus 2AB square, single ABC square, right hand side जाके minus होएगा तो it is single AB square. This is my final answer. So BC square plus CD square is equal to AD plus AB. That means C part is our correct answer, right? And make it direct result. When diagonals cut at right angle, then this result will happen. So dear students, before starting next examples, we have to discuss some basic formulas of polygons and regular polygons, right? So let us see. Before doing this question, I have to discuss some basic formulas. You have to record this basic formulas, right? In any polygon, किसी भी बहुभुज में, sum of all internal internal angles is equal to n minus 2 into 180, where n is number of sides. Say put n is equal to 3, means this is a triangle, so 3 minus 2 into 180, that is 180, because this is 1, and we know sum of all internal angles of triangle is 180. So this is the formula. And sum of all external angles is fixed, it is 360. Done. This is number 1, this is number 2, and number 3, number of diagonals, that is equal to n into n minus 3 by 2. Here n is again number of sides, right? And two important formula for regular polygon. For a regular polygon, regular polygon means all sides are equal and all internal angles are same. These are regular polygons, and if any one property is missing, then polygon is said to be irregular, means general polygon. So in for regular polygon, each internal angle is equal to 180 minus 360 by n. N is number of sides. Next, an important one is each, this is internal, each external angle is equal to just 360 by n, and n is again number of sides, right? From these two, each internal angle is 180 minus 360 by n, each external is 360 by n. So finally we can say internal plus external angle is 180 degree. It is in regular polygon as well as irregular polygon. ये सब प्रकार के polygon में होता है. Now start with this example. In a regular polygon, the exterior and interior angles are in the ratio 1:4. The number of sides of the polygon is, okay, exterior angle plus interior angle is 180. It is always in regular as well as irregular. We are given that ratio is 1:4. If external angle is x, then internal is 4x. Interior or internal angle is the same thing. That is 180. 5x is 180. This implies 180 by 5, that is 36 degree. We know that this implies x is equal to 180 by 5, that is 36, and x is external angle, that is 36 degree. We know that external angle is 360 by n. N here number of sides is equal to 36. So this implies n means number of sides, that is 360 by 36, that is n is 10. So number of sides in that polygon, that regular polygon, is 10. It is a decagon. See, next question is, the number of sides in two regular polygons are in the ratio 4:5. If the difference between their interior angle of the polygon is 6 degree, then number of sides are. There are two polygons. Having side ratio 4:5. Okay. Let P1 be the first regular polygon, and P2 be the second regular polygon. So internal angle of P1 is equal to 180 minus 360 by 5x. So internal angle of P2, it is again 180 minus 360 by 4x. Because ratio is 5:4, we have to write 5x, 4x. Done. This internal and this internal, if we take difference between, this is given to us 6 degree. So next step is 180 minus 360 by 5x minus 180 plus 360 by 4x is equal to 60. 180 cancel. This implies 5 से 360 को कैंसिल करो 72, 4 से कैंसिल करो 90. So it is minus 72 by x plus 90 by x is equal to 6. Take LCM x. Minus 72 plus 90 is equal to 6. Again it is positive 18, because this is negative 72, this is positive 90. 18 by x is equal to 6. This implies x is equal to 18 by 6, that means 3. So number of sides are in the ratio 5:4, so 5x and 4x. So number of sides are 5x, 4x, x is 3, 5 into 3, 4 into 3, that is 15, 12. A part is answer. Difference between internal angle is 6. It means difference between external angle remains 6. And finally, please note that this is the external angle, this is the external angle of two polygons, and difference between first one and second one is 6. So please note this, and we can write directly as difference between external angle is also 6 instead of internal. Given is internal, but if we want, we can write difference between external angle also, right? See next. Each internal angle of a regular polygon is 2 times its external angle. Then the number of sides of the polygon is. Select internal angle plus external angle is 180. Now each internal angle is twice the external. Let external is x, then it is 2x. Got it? It is 180. So 3x is equal to 180. This implies x is equal to 180 by 3, that is 60 degree. External angle is 60, and we know that each external angle is equal to 360 by n, that is now 60. So again n is equal to 360 by 6, that means n is 6. B part is answer, right? See next. Measure of each interior angle of a regular polygon can never be which of the following. We know that any one out of these can never be internal angle, so its corresponding external angle will never divide 360 properly. Means we know, let I be the internal, E be the interior, external or exterior, that is sum is 180. Okay. If internal is 150, then external is 30 degree. And we know external angle is equal to 360 by n. If we divide 360 by any external angle, this is equal to n, and n must be a positive integer, because side should be a positive integer. So here if external is 30, so 30 can be external, so its counterpart 150 may be internal angle, right? And second, if we take 105, so external should be 75. Let us check 360 by 75. Is it divisible completely? So it is 4 point something, 4.8. This is equal to n, and n can never be a decimal fraction because n must be a positive integer. So it cannot happen. It cannot happen means 105 can never be a interior angle. Now next example is, each interior angle of a regular polygon is 3 times its exterior angle, then the number of sides. Let I be the internal, E be the external, sum becomes 180, we know it. Let external or exterior is x, so internal or interior is 3 times, that is 180. So 4x is equal to 180, so x is equal to 180 by 4, that means equal to 45 degree. And we know that external angle is equal to 360 by n, that is 45. So from here 360 by 45 is n, so this implies n is equal to 8. So 8 is our correct answer. Another interesting example is, the ratio between the number of sides of two regular polygons is 1:2, and the ratio between their interior angles is 2:3. The number of sides of these polygons respectively. Let P1 be the first regular polygon, P2 be the second regular polygon. So side of first regular polygon is x, so side of second regular polygon is 2x. Now interior angles ratio, we know that internal or interior angle of P1 is 180 minus 360 by x, and internal angle of second means P2 is again 180 minus 360 by 2x, and given to us ratio of these two is equal to 2:3, that means 2 by 3. This is important line, please remember it. Now take common 180 from numerator and denominator. It is 180 1 minus 2 by x divided by, first cancel out 2 by 1, cancel out 360 by 2 at 180, and 180 is common, so 1 minus 1 by x is 2 by 3, and 180 cancel out. Now cross multiply, so it becomes 3 minus 6 by x is equal to 2 minus 2 by x, right? So see upside, माइनस 6 बाई एक्स प्लस इसको लेफ्ट ले आएंगे, प्लस 2 बाई एक्स इज इक्वल टू 2 माइनस 3, इसको राइट लेके चले जाएंगे. सो इट इज माइनस 4 बाई एक्स, एक्स इज सेम, सो माइनस 6 प्लस 2, टेक एलसीएम एक्स माइनस 6 प्लस 2, टेक एलसीएम एक्स, it is minus 6 plus 2 is equal to minus 1. So minus 4 by x is minus 1 plus plus minus minus plus हो जाएगा. So from here x is equal to 4, x is equal to 4, so 2x is equal to 8. So 4 comma 8 is our answer for sides of two regular polygons. Next example is, in a regular polygon, if one of its internal angle is greater than external angle by 130, let I plus E, X be the exterior or external angle, then internal angle is greater than by 130. So x plus 130 is the internal, and sum of these two is 180. So x plus x, 2x is equal to 180 minus 132. This implies 2x is equal to 48, right? So again x is equal to 48 by 2 means 24 degree. But we know that x is the external angle, and external angle of any polygon is 360 by n, that is 24. So if we find n, it is 360 by 24, that means 15. So n is 15 here, number of sides is equal to 15. Next example is, sum of all interior angles of a regular polygon is 14 right angles, then its number of sides. We know that sum of all interior angles, sum of all interior or internal angles is equal to n minus 2 into 180, that is 14 into 90. It is given 90 to 7. So it is n minus 2 is equal to 7. So n is equal to 2 इधर आके प्लस हो जाएगा, n is 9. C part is answer. Done. So students, hope you enjoy the session of geometry. In geometry we discussed lines and angles, triangles, circles, quadrilaterals and their properties. Right? It is very important for each and every exam. So please be careful, keep studying and enjoy the learning. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.